Shalom, family. Blessed be the Lamb, and glory be to God. Blessed be the Lamb, and glory be God. You know, allow me to address those in power. This has nothing to do with the American people because henceforth you have lost your representation, completely lost it. This is no more a representative government of you and your will. The same people that are brought you American people complicity in the Israel genocide and ethnic cleansing and starvation as a weapon campaign. They've made you all complicit. Every bomb dropped has made in the United States on it. What else do you make? Anybody have anything else in their homes that's they made in the USA, and you don't have enough money to even afford the bombs? Damn near the only thing made here. The codes of a civil remedies and so forth. So with that hat on, you are complicit. You guilty. But first, before we get to that, I mean, I don't know how any of you escaped the Hague if it was operating in any true form. All of your leaders who support this of the giving someone else your money, as you starve, as your rents go higher and higher, even though home selling is down, home buying is down. Home buying is down to 1990s levels. Normally, that would force the prices of a home down. But in today's world, it's whatever they say it is. So there goes a capitalistic free market also. Right out the window. You have been saying forever now that they do what they want to do, and now they doing what they want to do. They would not have believed it unless they kept hearing you say it. And now they actually believe it to their own demise. To their own demise. But complicity, the truth. Do you think that you will be able to do as you do in the UN and just stand up and say, Israel has a right to defend itself? So you agree, and at least by proxy, with the starvation of 2 million people. And who are they defending themselves against in the West Bank as they mob over there? Your shit falls apart. It's flimsy. This in the face of, we also know that they have no blood tie to the land whatsoever. They blacked out. Well, we'll see. We will see. I'm just an officer on the scene. I'm not the final arbiter. But that's what they all say, sir. You blacked out. Let me write this down. At any rate, how do you explain this? Americans, U.S. citizens, you have a handful of people and the deep state. A handful of elected officials and the deep state. If you still ain't figured out who the deep state is, then look it up. I'll be on their ass again sooner or later to stop these madmen. And all of them have been compromised. Every last one of them have been compromised. Every last one of them have been compromised. You understand? This is why they ignore you, because they're paying very close attention to their own ass. This is what happens when you are in power and you start to develop relationships. Lavish parties are the in crowd. And understand, as being different from them. That's why they feel like they don't have to do anything that you say do. anything. Ergo, you have no representative democracy at all. This proves it. And who should we think? I mean, who should we thank for either this expose? Maybe is this an expose or this new knowledge of the American people formerly have no government because it is controlled by outsiders, the influencers. To go a real beating for any more than 2 minutes before submission in most cases. They will offer you money. Shit. They will offer you money fast. Everything has a value. Oh, man. Everything has a value. But the U.S. and the Western culture, I'm not going to say that the Western governments, no. The Western cultures are complete, even kill you. Oh, hot damn. I guess I better go sit my ass down then. If you're into the killing phases of it. I mean, this is dead serious, but I have a question. Why do you have to kill people over what you believe in? Can we just say it like it is? You believe that they're animals. But you also, and this is the joke, they believe everybody on the outside of them are animals built as men to serve them. That's out their books, not mine. This is what they believe. And in all standards of man and across the world. But even by its own law, if this was any other parties, they would call it like it is. So I ask again, how much did they pay you? I mean, is this just an out and out lack of integrity and humanity? And who are the people who voted for these people? Oh, but I know that in most cases, less than 50% of turnout is what brings these gentlemen in book of rail of American government that no one sees. You are complicit. I don't want you, and not to mention that, you're guilty and you're a hypocrite. Look at the images. Don't look away. What the hell are you saying now? All of a sudden, they're starving. The Israelis are starving. You are complicit. It was you who marched the United States into war, into support. You who are owned by the very same people who are the warmongers and the makers and the supporters of the war. And you think that you're what? The media? That's all. We don't want to know all of the politics around it. I mean, they have created a whole side. You are the holy grail of the government. The further I have started to think of it, it is a competitive tie between the church today and the media. One of you guys are the holy grail of government, if not both. I'll figure it out later. So the very same other people who helped to march the United States into war, who took their talking is basically one of simplicity. It is maintenance of the status quo. That would be conservative. Here you are making war all around the world because I guess that the old status quo is no longer working for you. I don't know why you do what you do, and I'm not one to ascribe motive. I'm just saying that you should make us understand rather than act like the lady and then the man and then the lady and then the bald-headed black man standing his ass there. Everybody raising their hand. We will veto or we support. Since when do we start to taking the word of the people doing the killing, not the ones dying? In fact, don't even let the ones dying speak. Ignore them. You sick. You are a bunch of psychopaths. But it's okay. It's okay. All of us have a little psychopathy in us at one time or the other. We just don't wallow in it. I mean, goodness gracious, I can stomach the worst, but this crew here, why do you, I mean, what's the wind up and then the pitch? Just throw the damn ball. First they have to wind up, talk, then we'll talk, but this here, this is too much. I didn't conquer this. Talk about obfuscation. No, your ass is guilty, and you're guilty of genocide, and you're guilty of starvation. In 2025, man-made starvation. Another country calling itself a country by the use of a blockade, or or they have dared the entire world to drop food, determined that by the media, the legacy media in the United States, no. It was actually 2,034,000 Hamas members. They were saying that even the babies was Hamas members. And I can understand that line of reasoning actually. If you've ensured that I'm gonna grow up to hate your ass. You done killed my mama, you done killed my daddy, you done killed my uncle, and the stories are passed down. Nigga, I can't think of nothing else but I better not see you. Just stay out the block. And the hypocritical ass media is now wanting to say as if they shut up. Damn. I mean, have you no shame? So we have the media and the government complicit. Complicit. How many of them is controlled by the people who are waging war, or the supporters of those who are waging war? How many of them? See, y'all don't want to talk about race. You don't want to talk about culture. You don't want to talk about placement, unless you're talking about all kinds of support. I mean, damn, this is the man. Anyway, I drift. What would you tell them? What would you tell God? Tell me that you're not going to tell him what you tell those other men and women who work at the UN as nation state members. Israel has a right to defend itself. Against what? Do you know the story? These people were woke up at 3 a.m. in the morning in 1948 and told to come out their houses, shot at, spit. I gotta go. Time out, I think. Sorry about that, folks. I had to take a slight delay. Something of importance came up. So where was I? Complicity. A legal term. Complicity. What other elements? It's not it is not a conspiracy. Every last one of them who have supported this crime against humanity are guilty, flat out guilty. They were signing the paperwork. They were raising their hands in either yay or nay. They had numerous opportunities over and over and over, and the only explanation that they can put forth is Israel has a right to defend itself, up to and including apparently starvation. And you do know that none of this goes anywhere. At the end of the day, the man will face the Hague. Hopefully, after the Hague, he faces a noose, or lethal injection, or firing squad. Hell, push him off a bridge. Take him on a walk. Either way, Either way, I am done asking, how do you sleep with yourselves? You see the images, you still coming back with more rhetoric and more propaganda. When you're not, as I speak right now, going on in real time. In fact, it's a couple of politicians somewhere talking to each other about this right now, even more so now. It all comes together. This is the image of the beast. But anyway, do they represent? Because clearly they don't represent you. This is without a doubt. So maybe you American people have a moment of clarity, making sure that you, the common man and the common woman, can never run for office. You must come from them. From them. Weirded out asses. You're straight weirdos. Proven weirdos by any common man standards. That's why they don't like commoners. We think simply. They always have a nuance, as they have about Israel has the right to defend itself, up to and including starving people to listen to anything that I've said. Anything. You know what you act like, right? In in Negro parlance, you act like a crash dummy. A crash dummy. The devil tells you what to do, and then you go do it, and then some of you die. Look like the devil is your damn enemy, not your friend. But at this point, I'm like you. You may as well carry on if you done all of this. The man has no way back. Neither does his people. As I speak, they have blew up the Catholic Church with the people in it. Who don't they hate? Who don't they hate? And like I asked, do we all agree that they're mad? I mean, I tell you what. I tell you what we'll do. If you don't agree with me, let's put forth future criteria and boundaries that when they do this, then we'll all agree that they've gone mad. Can we do that? Will you even vote for that? The short answer is no, because they can never be hemmed in. They have not their God unless he didn't show up, which means they have no God, which means that they are God. And you know how we feel about other gods. But they won't say this. They won't say that we are better than you. I think of you as animals. We do whatever we want to do to you. Again, because our God, nigga, damn your God. Damn your God. Your God is yourself. Your God allow anything. Your God is an obvious devil. If what if if what you practice is what you preach, because what you practice is, while they dare anyone else to do the same towards them. This is a sign of weakness, while they run their ass around and say never again. Now what? Now you know what? This where I'm about to get a little bit anti-Semitic by your standard, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Why have they been kicked out of 109 countries? Why? Can you see now? 2% control your entire government from top to bottom, from the city levels all the way up to the federal levels, with money. And in some cases, have taken the oath. All of them took the oath. All your judges have taken the oath. There, you don't even know the half of it. You don't even know the half of it. I keep saying you don't have a democracy. Why you think they do whatever the hell they want to do with your money? And you better have their money. They more like gangsters. Okay, if you don't have my money, I will come take your house then. And this time I mean it. And then they do it. Goodness gracious. Man, for the Lord just stuck them words right in my mouth. Kid you not. I had nowhere to go at the end of that damn statement. Anyway, you wouldn't understand. So, you are controlled. Not even by your government. Even your government is controlled. And it's all with money, which you ain't got none. Huh? You've been sold out. I think they see your as property. But back to what I was saying, this complicity over here. Same deal that they gave the last guy, because the last guy, they gave him this deal right here. Bullets are gold. Lead are gold. Everybody chose gold. And they had that camera in there. Penny up on camera, I kid you not, as high and as drunk as they want to be. Every possible spirit that done popped up inside their ass, and then they wind up in some questionable, compromising sexual situation. And then they videoed it. And then they show their ass later. And they have the equivalent of a dead hooker in their motel room talking about a lot of belief in the structure of their organizations, from the street level all the way up to the highest echelons of the power structure. But at the end of the day, and I should have bet good money on it too, at the end of the day, they will start to worry about their individual ass. And the only thing keeping their asses in line is the binding that they've already made to each other, not to some God. The binding is I got something on you, and he got something on all of us. What was we doing that night? I don't remember any of you. Got the dead hooker. Well, I mean, that statement does not hold anymore, does it? It doesn't hold. You are clearly bought. And when you ain't busy being bought, you're busy being scared. You're scared of me. You're scared of the American people. You're scared of justice. You're scared of the law. You are scared of exposure. What the hell ain't you scared of? Jeez, I wouldn't even answer my phone. You know what every conversation is going to be. Just start with, what are we going to do? How are we going to outrun this? You know how dead these bastards are? I mean, dude, they are apolitical when it comes to you. Only 50% of them actually give a damn, but if you keep on shining a light on yourself, then you're going to start to interest folks. You can start to interest folks. At any rate, I got 10 minutes. Let's go back to the Israelis who act in complicity. And I guess that if I was an attorney, I could probably argue conspiracy, but to do nothing but to take up the court's time about me before they do, because they keep on threatening me with it, and I don't know who the hell they think I am. Watch this here. Watch this here. I'm going to their house right now and just tell the truth. They're going to probably chuck my ass out and strike me about the heads and face. However, that beats you doing this every time that I want to do the right thing. You want to come and wave a damn package at my ass with stamps on it like you finna mail it somewhere. And I'm supposed to get the message. I got the message. Now watch this. From the people's house to the Senate to the United Nations. You have no other argument but what the Israelis say. What would the Palestinians say? What have they said? And what actions toward peace have you actually looked for? Again, we have the video of both you as an American organization, a part of the American government that's acting as a part of the American food program, shooting at what looks like walking skeletons over bags of flour. A flour with no real busy a month. I get to them, but damn. I'm gonna be busy a month. Damn it, Jim. How did I get this assignment? And but at any rate, this is what you will do. What will you say then? Because you have knowledge of forethought now that this is what's going to happen. Who killed them? You? Did the Israelis? Or was it Hamas? It's not Hamas blocking the food. Under the guise of if we give some of this to agree that we're dealing with a madman. Now, one step further, 5 more minutes. Madmen are often supported by two types of people. People who are loyal to the madmen or those who fear the madman. You get what I'm saying? Those who are loyal and those who fear the madmen that exist amongst us. I want you to think about that. Here's a man. I mean, let's look at the gravity and more material support. So even in the face of him starving babies, he still feels free. Now, you are gonna own watching them die. 8, 9 a day, 10 a day. And this is with knowledge of forethought. I want you to listen to me well because we're taking something from you. We taking something from you. You're not gonna be able to say, we didn't know. Oh yeah, your ass knew. Your ass knew. You need a better argument. You knew. And not only did you know, we have the evidence. We have the footage of someone trying. Man, I'm so slick. I'm gonna act like it hurt me. I'm gonna make contact with the target, and we're gonna have a conversation about spending some money up. I promise you, it's not gonna go like you think. You know, say, man, I already know you're pissed, but I already did that. But that ain't what I call you for. At least I'm letting your ass know that this was went down because I got this other dude that was gonna tell your ass anyway. He gonna offer you some funds. Now this where we gonna start doing business. They're doing what they are supporting because the word has already spoken it, and they also know that those people have no blood tie to that land at all. Yet there they are. So stop wasting your time. Stop wasting your time. All of your future time should be spent on what am I gonna tell the ancient one on Judgment Day? Because we aim to send you to him. Enjoy the rest of your day. I am Source. I am 7. I am 1.